Guys, they said a strong native doctor in Ile Ife don't join the ancestors. And this is happening as a result of him trying to change Queen Naomi's destiny. According to what we are hearing, they said this particular native doctor in question have been lying low all this while. Ever since Queen Naomi enters the palace, they say this man have vowed never to allow him drink water and keep cup on his own. Oh. And that is because the man is using black magic. He is one of those people who do jazz for those that flies at night. Yes. And you know that light and darkness can never coexist. So Queen Naomi's entrance into the kingdom as a wife to the king becomes a very big problem for him, such that ever since they said Queen Naomi set her foot inside the palace, this man have vowed never to allow her drink water and keep cup. As a matter of fact, most of the jazz that they did and manipulated her out, they said this man must have done like 75%. Why others will, maybe someone like Igbi them that goes to other places, they will get the other 25% from that side. And the funny part of it is that Kabiyesi did not know. Kabiyesi trusted the man. Kabiyesi sees the man as a good native doctor. Yes. Because I believe that if Kabiyesi have known that this is the kind of dirty job that he does, maybe he will find a way to frustrate him or to treat his fuck up in the land, because Kabiyesi remains the king, especially when he is fighting against his own wife. So this man in question, they said, have been lying low. A lot of people do not know that he is this bad until recently. Yes, because all this while that you have been hearing that Kabiyesi have been trying to do the rituals to bring back his wife, and at the end of the day, they will all fail. They said the man have been the behind it with the help of the women that goes closer to the palace. But where he is, you will never, nobody can suspect him. Now something happened. Kabiyesi went to Zakistan, Gazistan for this Astana conference. While Ile Ife was in the groove looking for 3 important items that they will use for this full moon ritual, the last one, the last of it, with some other Ifa priests that have gone out there to help out. But we all know that from the stories that we have heard about Ile Ife is such a very strong diviner. Yes, who walks in truth. But it gets to a point that Ile Ife was finding it so difficult to get that items. But we all know that the man in question is from Ile Ife kingdom. Ile Ife, in as much as he is very strong, he is highly spiritual, he is not from the land. And spiritually, there are things that someone that is from the land, spiritually, there are some advantages that they will have over someone that is not from that land. Go check it on spiritual matters like that, you know. So this man have been monitoring Ile Ife with his dark powers, with all the black magic that he is using. And when Ile Ife is closer to those items, they say the man will bring confusion or hide it. Then he was able to do this using a mortar and pistol. They say while he is hitting the mortar and telling the mortar what to do, there will be confusion. Those items will be hidden spiritually, you know. So, and again, they said there was a particular mortar that he used. He, will I say, fortified and do most of this black magic that they do, and put Queen Naomi's name allegedly inside it and buried it. And the essence of doing that is to hide Queen Naomi's destiny, because it has been destined that Queen Naomi must return back to her husband. And by the time he returns, that a lot of things will change for good. Those people that are not in that palace for good will live on their own. So a lot of people will even cry due to their bad, a lot hasn't. They said her destiny is that she must return. But we all know that her return will expose a lot of evil, including this man's activities, of which while she was in the palace, they say her prayers is a very big problem to this man, of which that is one of the reasons he have been fighting to ensure that Queen Naomi did not return. But a lot of people do not know due to the fact that he doesn't make noise. He is not one of those people that will come out and say, oh, over there, Kpai body would Queen Naomi return. But he was doing something greater than those people, you know. So they say when Ile Ife, at some point, Ile Ife started consulting spirits to find out what exactly is happening. Only then he noticed that some people, especially a particular person, is somewhere doing something non-stop just to make sure that those items are not found. That was when they called Kabiyesi from Gazistan, and Kabiyesi have to abandon the conference to come back and start doing some incantation and consulting some of their gods and all of that, doing the ones that he knows how to do. And that was why they said one of the items, when Kabiyesi was doing all of that, there was the confusion. There was no more confusion, and some of the hidden items, they say one of them was found, remaining two most important items. Then this man, by the time we know that he was monitoring them according to the story, when he found out that these people have been able to find one of those items and the road was clear spiritually, that was when he found out that there was a problem, that these people have noticed that someone somewhere is working against their movement in that groove, their search in that groove. That was when they said the man continuously started looking for a way. I think that was when they said he sent two other men to Ijabode to go and get a very powerful and heavy mortar so that he will be able to use it to control the situation. But when those people was on that journey, he too was doing everything within his power just to make sure that there was no minute that passed without him trying to block them spiritually, because if he is able to block them spiritually, those items will not be met. And according to him, he will be able to change Queen Naomi's destiny. How can you change something that you did not make? God Almighty is the one that made this woman, and he already knows what she's going to be. And there is nothing anyone can do. Sometimes, let me tell you, even you as a human being, if God have said that this is your destiny, sometimes you as human being cannot be able to change your own destiny. It is God who made it to be like that. And you think as mere mortal you can do it because you have some spiritual powers. Who gave you that power? Who gave you that power? The person can take it away from you within a twinkle of an eye. So they said the man was struggling. At that point, he knows that there was something. And they said Ile Ife, on the other hand, have to suspend everything and start to fire back. Yes, because she has to. If not, the man will keep delaying situation, keep making things unbearable and impossible for them. They say why Ile Ife was firing back with the diviners that went on inside the groove with her. That was when they said the man started shouting. And while he was shouting, at midnight though, this thing doesn't happen in the daytime from what we are hearing. They say while he was shouting, pounding that thing non-stop, pounding it non-stop. And the essence of pounding it non-stop is to ensure that he succeed. Because he have found out that a greater power have started working against his own evil powers. That why they say while he was doing it, he started shouting Queen Naomi's name. While he was pounding, he was shouting Queen Naomi's name. While he was doing it, they said that was how they said the man shouted in a very loud voice, and that's all. He just died just like that. Before people could rush in to see why he was shouting, they said the man don't join the ancestors. I said, now wow, this is just the beginning. Go and try to change something that you did not keep or make, and you will see the result. That is how it is going to be to all of them that is fighting these people's reunion in one way or the other. Anyway, guys, that is what we are hearing. But I want to remind you that these are all alleged unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be taken as fact unless you verify them. Okay, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.